Good evening. This is Dr. Therese with Healthy Choice Family Chiropractic, and I want to start off with thanking you for joining us for our Women's Health Naturally webinar. Women make up a little over 50% of the population, and unlike males, females have different health needs in order to be the most healthy, vibrant person they can be for themselves, their family, and their friends. Women also tend to take on a lot of the stress of the household. And that is why it is so important for us women to make time to focus on our health and do what we can to reduce our overall stress. And we know that stress comes in many forms. Stress is mental, physical, and emotional. That is why we need to make sure that we move well, sit and stand well, eat well, and think well. Now, movement plays a key role in your overall health. Movement decreases the likelihood of early onset arthritis, provides mental clarity, delivers oxygen to the rest of your body, and increases joint function. Cardio and weight-bearing exercises help with your lungs, heart, bones, and joint health. You should strive for at least 10,000 steps a day. And we definitely recommend that you do 30 minutes of cardio exercise at least 5 times a week. This has been shown to decrease your risk of heart disease by up to 50%. I also recommend yoga to increase the mobility of your joints in conjunction with your routine chiropractic care. Also, you want to make sure that you are doing some type of weight-bearing exercises, even with utilizing light weights. This can help to increase your bone density and help to reduce the risk of osteoporosis. Now, something that I often hear women come into our office and talk about is how they don't want to develop a hunchback, or that their mom had one and they don't want to have one. So I want us to talk about this for a little bit, because that all has to do with really how we sit and how we stand. We need to make sure that we have proper posture. Poor posture, especially slouching, looking down a lot, which can include a lot of laptop time, looking at our tablets and phones. Sometimes they'll even refer to as text neck. This all can lead to that dreaded hunchback appearance, which is not only something that most women want to avoid for aesthetic purposes, but it also can lead to more degeneration and arthritis in the middle of your back. And if your head is also forward, that can even be correlated to headaches, to neck pain, and even to reduced life expectancy. But this is something that we can completely prevent. It's not something that we inherit from our parents. We more so inherit their bad habits that led to this. So some things that we want to make sure that we're doing. We want to make sure that we sit up straight, that we're having a proper workspace setup, that we're not looking down at our phones consistently. We want to make sure that we have them up in front of our head and face. We should be stretching our chest on a daily basis to make sure that it's easier to bring our shoulders down and back so that we can keep that nice open posture. We can do that by doing that in a doorway or even on a foam roller. We need to make sure that we're strengthening between your shoulders, which we utilize our You Will Love This exercises for that and to help with it. Also, we need to make sure that we're keeping flexibility in our joints, which we also do with your regular adjustments. Now, if you need any additional information about any of these videos of exercises or stretches that you can do at home, just let me know at your next adjustment or shoot me a text or an email and we'll make sure to get you that information. We also need to look at what we are choosing to wear and carry. So yes, I'm talking about shoes and purses. On average, 1 in 3 women carry a purse that weighs at least 10 pounds. And if you are slinging that over one shoulder or carrying in that same side consistently, then you're basically always carrying around a 10-pound weight on that one side. And let's be honest, I know a lot of us women carry purses that weigh a whole lot more than 10 pounds. Now, carrying a purse that is heavy can cause shoulder muscles to spasm, radiating pain down the base of your neck and through your back. Some tips that we want to share for that is to, just simply start with cleaning out your purse. Remove anything that you do not need so you can lighten up the load. Even choose to carry a smaller purse, just so that you're not filling it with so much stuff. Also, you can switch to a cross-body bag so that the weight can be distributed across your body and not just solely on one shoulder. And then lastly, if you have a lot of things that you need to carry or are carrying something bigger like a diaper bag, switch to a backpack with wider straps because that'll just help to more evenly disperse that weight and help to take pressure off your shoulders. Now for my personal favorite, shoes. Shoes are awesome, but high heels are not so much. A high heel places a lot of stress on the ball of your foot and can lead to bunions and foot pain. And it can even lead to things like plantar fasciitis and shortening of your Achilles tendon and your calf muscle over time. They can also cause you to stand in a way that actually increases the curve in your lower back and can contribute to lower back pain. So if you must wear a heel, then you want to make sure that you're choosing a stacked wide heel or a wedge instead of more of the skinnier heel. But preferably would be to wear a heel that measures 1 to 2 inches in height or shorter, or even choose a flat. There are some really cute ones nowadays. Now we want to talk about food and with eating. Your body uses what you give it. So what we should be eating is lots of green leafy vegetables, fruits, limited carbohydrates, lean protein. Also, we want to be having lots of healthy fats like avocados, nuts, coconut oil, and even using olive oil for dressings. Because we know that if we are eating lots of sugar, sugar will boost your body's energy, but then it's going to cause you to have a crash. And any excess sugar that you don't use is going to get stored in your body as fat. Now, carbohydrates will fuel your brain, but once again, anything that's left over will be stored as fat. Protein will build and repair the muscles in your body. Fats are a form for fuel, and like we were talking about, we want to make sure we're really using a lot of brain healthy fats, which would be things like the coconut oil, avocados. Then also fiber helps to cleanse your body out. Now, when it comes to nutrition and illness, there is a direct link. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and many other diseases are linked to nutritional deficiencies. And 75% of Americans are deficient in at least one vitamin or mineral. Research has even shown that women who ate a diet of starchy, low fiber foods and drank a lot of soft drinks were 2.5 times more likely to get diabetes. While women who ate high fiber foods and drank few soft drinks were less likely to get diabetes. So what we eat definitely influences our health. Now, those diseases can be treated with drugs, but drugs only deal with the symptoms and do nothing to reverse or cure the problem. They just mask the symptoms and do not find the root cause. And then a lot of times when we're on one drug, that can end up leading just to different side effects, cause us to then treat that with another drug. It can cause that to go so on and so on. That's why it's really important that we work on finding the cause for those diseases and work on correcting that. Now, when it comes to supplement, I do recommend supplementing on a daily basis because even the best diets do need some supplementation with additional vitamins and minerals because our current food supply is not nearly as nutrient dense as it used to be because our soil is different. So we need to supplement to make up for what we're not getting in our food. So there are 4 supplements that we recommend taking on a daily basis. First would be a multivitamin with phytonutrients. So basically, it's that the vitamin is made up of fruits and vegetables that are compacted in and then allow us to get the nutrients still from fruits and vegetables. Also, it still has the cofactors that were in the fruits and vegetables. It just makes it easier for our body to be able to absorb those nutrients and utilize them. Also, omega-3s, so it'd be a fish oil. We recommend taking 1,500 milligrams per day. Fish oils can help to lower your blood pressure, prevent heart disease, which is the #1 cause of death in women. It also will reduce inflammation in your body and joints and prevent symptoms of mental decline as we age. Now for D3, I recommend D3 for everyone. D3, vitamin D, we get that from the sun, and in Michigan, let's be honest, we don't see a whole lot of that. Plus, vitamin D is the #1 vitamin mineral deficiency in the U.S. We recommend that you take 1,000 IUs for every 25 pounds of body weight that you have per day, or take a high dose once per week. Vitamin D is important for your bones and bone density. It also keeps your immune system functioning well, helps regulate sleep, and even can help to boost your mood. Now with a probiotic, probiotics help to replenish healthy gut bacteria. If you don't want to take a pill probiotic, you can also eat fermented foods or drink kombucha. Those are all filled with the good bacteria, and that will also help to boost your immune function. Now, we do want to make sure that you're looking for quality brands when it does come to choosing supplements. So these are just some of the supplement brands that we recommend. All supplements are not created equal. A lot of supplements are filled with different fillers, artificial ingredients that our body just cannot break down. So we might be taking that vitamin, but that doesn't mean that we're actually getting the nutrients out of it. Now, these are all these companies make pretty quality or good quality supplements. The other thing we need to make sure is that we are drinking water. Lots of water, because it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you drink. Now, water is the magical drink. It flushes your system of impurities, nourishes your body, aids in digestion, hydrates your muscles, keeps your discs nice and healthy, and gives you a feeling that you're full. Now, if you feel thirsty, that means that you're already dehydrated. And if you've ignored that message of dehydration or that thirst, it can end up even making you feel like you're hungry instead. Dehydration is the number one cause of fatigue and headaches. Now, the amount that you should be drinking a day of water is half your body weight in ounces of water. Also, when you are well hydrated, that can help with weight loss and with healing overall. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how we think. It is really important that we think well, because it has been shown that when you think negatively, it hinders the healing process. It can actually make your symptoms worse. This is exactly why we ask everyone when they come in for their adjustment what their good news is for the day. We really want to make sure that you're focusing on positive thoughts and positivity overall. Also, psychosomatic thoughts can make your imagined health concerns a reality. Basically, what that just means is research has shown we can literally think ourselves sick. Also, we need to watch how we are speaking to ourselves and be more aware of our thoughts. Now, these are some scary statistics when it comes to women's self-esteem, but 90% of women want to change at least one aspect of their physical appearance. 80% of 10-year-old girls are afraid of being fat, and only 2% of women think that they're beautiful. Now, there are things that we can actually do to work towards changing our thought processes, and one of those ways is with some daily affirmations. So I want us to just start with doing one together, and I really recommend that everyone find some positive thoughts, positive statements that really resonate with them and can help to set their day off right. So this is just an easy one that you can do. So you'll repeat after me. I am beautiful, strong, and confident. I also happen to be extra awesome because I am blank. You can fill it in with whatever you're feeling. Because I'm healthy, because I am making really good health choices today, because I have started my day off with positive thoughts, because I'm an amazing mom. Whatever that because is for you, fill in that blank so that you can be starting your day in the right headspace. And then if you find yourself going towards those negative thoughts, this is a great thing to say to recenter yourself. Also, when it comes to emotional stress or thinking, I find that breathing can really help. We need to make sure that we're breathing well, because when you breathe appropriately or properly, that is another way that you can reduce your emotional stress. When you take a full, steady breath, it helps to deliver oxygen to the rest of your body, therefore making your body function properly. Labored breathing can cause mental fog, lethargy, so make you really tired. It can also lead to bigger health concerns such as depression and weight gain. Now, belly breathing is great. It will help you to not only take a nice deep breath in, but it also helps to take your body and your nervous system out of that fight and flight, on edge, go, go, go state, and helps to bring your body into more of a relaxed state overall. So For example, with what I mean by belly breathing, when it talks about belly breathing, you really want to make sure that you're taking a deep breath in and out really through your belly. So if you want to practice it with me, you would just take a deep breath in for 5 seconds, in through your nose. And as you do that, you really want to feel like your shoulders aren't moving, and instead that you're really taking a full deep breath in and almost pushing your belly out at the same time. So you're really breathing fully into your belly, and then you're going to blow that air out for 5 seconds right through your mouth. I recommend that everyone does that for 5 times, and then that can just help to take your body out of that high stress zone, move you into more of a relaxed state, which we definitely need, and especially we've needed a lot lately. Now, I also want to talk about sleep, because sleep is extremely important when it comes to our health. And I tend to find that especially with women, if you're busy or stressed, or you feel like there's not enough time in your day, you have a lot of stuff you need to get done, it tends to be then that sleep is one of those first things that gets sacrificed as a result. So there are recommendations when it comes to how much we sleep, really based on our age. They're all right there for you on the screen. So it goes from adult all the way to kids. And it's really important that we do get enough sleep, because sleep helps to promote our overall health and well-being. Now, if we are not getting enough sleep, that can cause a lot of issues with your overall health and function. It can impair your judgment, decrease problem-solving skills, and decrease attention to detail. It decreases work productivity. It can cause drowsiness, which leads to more traffic accidents. It also affects your mood, which can later lead to anxiety and depression. Sleep also affects growth and healing, because it is during our sleep that our body heals and repairs. It also affects the function of our respiratory system, cardiovascular system. A lack of sleep also decreases your immune function, and it also affects your appetite. When you're not getting enough sleep, we tend to crave more carbs, sugar, and caffeine. Lack of sleep can also raise your blood pressure and has also been linked to produce diabetic-like symptoms, even in healthy people. So those are just some quick tips or information when it comes to things that us women can do to help to improve our health. If you do have any questions about anything that we talked about today, definitely shoot me an email at info@healthychoicefamilychiropractic.com. Our email address is right on the screen, or feel free to ask me any questions at your next adjustment. But thank you for joining us.